It is May 30th, 2026, and we are at Wildwood Conservation Area.
This is in the town of St. Mary's, about 10 or 15 minutes outside of Stratford, so it's really close to us. We live in Kitchener. It's a nice, easy drive, and this is a really nice park.
There's a lot to see and do here.
We are going to do some hiking. We're going to do some cycling. We're obviously doing some paddling. We have beautiful weather this weekend.
Perfect.
Jax is enjoying this paddle. I think he's about to have a little nap right now. And I think we're going to head into Stratford.
Oh yeah, Rheo Thompson, here we come.
She's been looking forward to this for a long time.
Yep.
So join us as we check out this park and the area.
Wildwood Conservation Area is approximately 2 hours west of Toronto near the town of St. Mary's. This 230-acre park is part of the Upper Thames Valley Conservation Authority.
When you arrive at the park for camping, you don't go to the gatehouse with the arm down. There's a parking lot off to the right side where you go to register. And then you go into the registration office. They give you two of these, one for your vehicle, one for your post, just like old school provincial parks. And yeah, we don't need to fill up with water because we have water at our site.
That's nice. This is us, Site 425. We are at the end of a row of campsites, which are all quite fairly identical. They are long and narrow. The ground cover would be grass. Well, most of them are fairly level. Ours just needed some leveling blocks to balance out. Across from us are seasonal sites, and they are well cared for. Everything's groomed nicely in the park. And we have hydro and water, which is great. Let's check out the park.
This park has 3 campgrounds with 258 seasonal sites. Transient sites consist of 84 electric sites and 45 unserviced sites. Antler Campground has 166 seasonal sites. Blue Jay Campground has 92 seasonal sites. Transient sites consist of 40 sites with 30 amp electrical service, with 2 being barrier-free. 7 sites with 15 amp electrical service and 29 unserviced sites. Chickadee Campground has 37 sites with 30 amp electrical service and 16 unserviced sites. There are 3 group campsites and 4 backcountry sites. There are 4 comfort stations with flush toilets and showers and 1 with laundry facilities in the campgrounds, and there are 2 with just flush toilets in the day use area. There's a large playground, beach, boat launch, canoe, kayak, and stand-up paddleboard rentals, volleyball, washrooms, barbecues, picnic tables, and several grassy areas in the day use area. There's a public boat launch with 99 dock slips. There's also a pool, splash pad, and horseshoe pits. There are 4 multi-use trails totaling approximately 24 kilometers. Lake Trail is a 22.4 kilometer loop trail rated as intermediate. The north side is a double track and the south side is a single track. The Green Trail is a 1.2 kilometer loop rated as easy. The Red Trail is a 2.5 kilometer loop rated as easy, and the other trail is a 0.65 kilometer trail rated as easy.
There are 3 group sites with picnic shelters and electricity. All group campsites come with a covered picnic shelter, 30 amps, a 15 amp, water taps, picnic tables, a fire pit, and some sort of washroom facility, whether it be a porta-john or a comfort station. Antler Campground has a maximum of 6 trailers and 36 people. Blue Jay Campground, the site can accommodate up to 12 units. Please contact Wildwood Park directly for groups larger than 6 units. Chickadee Campground allows a maximum of 6 trailers and 36 people.
There are 4 backcountry sites at Wildwood Conservation Area. You can hike to them, you can bike to them, or you can paddle to them. We've been by 2 now. They're both occupied. It is the weekend. I suspect that they're all occupied. We had some friends stay at these backcountry sites, and they did note that there's a fair bit of traffic going by because it is the bike trail that goes by. So you will be seeing people. So it's not like backcountry up north. This is backcountry Southern Ontario style.
There are 2 comfort stations in Chickadee Campground with flush toilets and showers. There's 1 comfort station in Blue Jay Campground with flush toilets and showers. And there is a comfort station in Antler Campground with flush toilets, showers, and laundry facilities. Laundry facilities are $3 each. And as well, there is 2 comfort stations in the day use area with flush toilets.
There's one beach, it's in the day use area, and this is it right here. It's not that special, has a little bit of sand, it's pretty uneven. The water isn't too bad, it's sand going in, so it's okay. As you can see, Highway 7 is right behind it, so you're gonna see and hear that the entire time. Now, the water area here is a good area for paddling in. There's a buoy line that separates the rest of the river from here, and in this area, there is a no wake zone, so boats have to go very slow in this area. Once they're past the buoy line, which we went paddling in, that's where boats can be flying past you. But this is a good area if you just want to be paddling around and not worrying about the motorboats.
There's 1 public boat launch with 99 boat slips. Motorboats are permitted. Personal watercraft such as jet skis and sea-doos are not permitted. They have a large array of rental canoes, kayaks, and paddleboards at the marina. The docks at the marina are accessible to put your kayaks and stand-up paddleboards in. You just go down the stairs and in you go.
There are 2 dump stations in the park. This one here is an Antler Campground. It is just a dump spot. There's no water fill station because you don't need to get water, because all the electric sites come with water and there's water taps for everybody else. This has a threaded hose on it, so you can use your black water flush and clean up any mess that you make. There's another one in Chickadee Campground, similar setup with a hose on it that's threaded.
So the pool in Chickadee Campground next to the comfort station, it's obviously closed now. It's been under extensive renovation. It is presently May 30th of 2026, and we've been told it is to possibly open next month, so June, mid-June sometime. It is free for all of those that camp in the campground. Just immediately past the registration office, when you come in on the right, we have this bike washing station. You have a rack to put your bike up on here. And guys, this would be the most awesome dog washing station too, don't you think? Hey, that's something to check into.
And this is how the Coles eat on the first night. we're racing around so much, we don't have much time for cooking. Some shrimp fried rice, and what do we have here?
Garlic bread.
Garlic bread, shrimp fried rice.
That garlic spread we bought at the Pinery Market.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I'm looking forward to that.
It's really yummy.
Okay, that's it. That's easy.
Cheers.
When the moon is bright, the dreams are on your side. When the stars are lit, they try to catch your eye. Is it destiny or just beginner's luck that I found you? Now the moonlight dances gently over you. I have never found the peace inside my mind. I got nothing here that keeps me in line. In a messed up world, it's hard to see the good in everyone. In a broken conversation, silence won.
Well, I gotta say, this is the perfect weather we are having. It is about 15 degrees. Can't get any better than that for a hike.
Lesson learned, you make it out to walk out of the door. Note to self, you don't need to be anywhere but here. And I finally find some peace in me. I gotta let you go for now. Isn't it true? The truth will finally come out. When you feel empty and afraid, I am on my way.
Well, this isn't a bad trail at all. It's a nice little walk in the woods.
Yeah. Accessibility-wise, I'd say the green one was pretty accessible, easy to do. The red one, it's not bad either, but it's a little bit more challenging with the routes.
But the best part about hiking at the end of May in southern Ontario,
Yes, no bugs.
no bugs.
Yes, cooler weather camping rules.
So that's why we like to stay in southern Ontario for the beginning of the season, because you avoid the black flies.
And mosquitoes.
Yeah, and
For the
all that.
most part.
They'll come out eventually, but
I
not
did
yet.
see a couple today, yesterday.
But on this hike, nothing.
Nothing, just maybe some bumblebees or flies were buzzing.
That's it.
Just a couple. It was rather enjoyable. Cheers. That's a good summer drink. Well, it's only May 30th, but I'm going to declare it summer already because I'm having a summer drink. Mexican nachos.
Hamburger. Fries. I'm a very basic kind of guy. I'm going to be very exotic now. And I'm going to get some ketchup. French is very Canadian.
So while you're at Wildwood Conservation Area, it's just a 10-minute drive to Stratford. Hit up Bru Garden for a great meal.
Bites tasting for
Good,
you.
thank you.
Perfect. If you need anything at all, just flag me down.
I shall.
Thank you.
Perfect.
And good service. Got my mint smoothies, people. Life is good.
That is definitely Cheryl's store. Gonna let her search there a little more and pay for it. And I'm gonna go back and check on Jack's. Hi, buddy. You been a good boy?
Here we are.
What'd you get?
Well, I got my mint smoothies that I showed you already, and I have to try the raspberry smoothies. It just looked kind of interesting to me.
Cool.
Okay.
Anything for me?
But I guess not.
No.
It's all for me.
I know, it's not my kind of store. Well, enjoy.
I shall, thank you. Jax, you cannot have this.
It's Cheryl's Lou Review, Lou Review. Let's all talk about Lou's. Don't ask Ben, don't ask Jax, ask Cheryl. Cheryl's Lou Review.
Along with the comfort stations, there are various porta-johns throughout the park. They do not have any vault or pit toilet sort of thing. Basically, they're all the same. They do have a toilet, urinal, hand sanitizer, mirror, feminine disposal. It's great that there's a mirror in there, but it's a little bit high for me to see in. The smell isn't too bad. A little bit, but not bad. The one at the marina did have a couple wasps in it. That just made me hurry things along faster. With that in mind, I think I will give these a flower.
For cell phone service, Bell, TELUS, Koodo, Virgin Mobile, and their affiliates. The service isn't too bad here. Most of the places we get LTE Plus. I'm able to watch YouTube, messaging, texting, phone calls, that sort of stuff. There are times and locations, like at our campsite in Blue Jay Campground, we sometimes have periods that we get no service at all. Sometimes it's H+, so it's really spotty there. In Chickadee Campground, it seems to be a little higher elevated than the rest of the park. It seems to have pretty good service, LTE plus 2 or 3 bars. In the day use area, not bad service, LTE plus 2 or 3 bars. So yeah, most of the park is pretty good.
There's fishing for large and smallmouth bass, bullhead, perch, and pike.
Tails are wagging, let's go play. Jack's the dog will guide the way. For parks and trails, he's sniffed it through. It's Jack's Paws and Play Review.
Alrighty, Jax. What did you think of this park, buddy? How many dog paws should we rate it? Let's go over some points. All the trails are dog friendly. All the water is accessible to dogs except for at the beach area. There's no dog beach area. But after being in the stinky water, we did appreciate that bike cleaning station. We took you and hosed you down really good, so that really was a plus. There's no dog exercise area. So with that being said, how many dog paws do you think, buddy? 6 dog paws. 6 dog paws it is. Yay!
Paws already in.
I reach out to touch the memory before me in a brush with the divine. All at once I felt the ground beneath me.
Yep. I was kept on trying to steer us this way. Sit there and look pretty. Peace there, yeah.
Here we are, the whole happy family, traveling across the reservoir. Hey, Jax, he's been dying for this all day. This is the life, eh, Jax? Living every dog's dream. Not every dog. Not every dog's dream. Not every dog loves the water like you.
Don't forget about the wildwood flower. Lay around, settle down in the tall grass, way down in the valley. There's a summer past.
His eyes are closing.
Can't reach me, can't see me, you can't find me at all.
We could get out.
He's about to leave.
Stay. Oh, buddy. Jax, no. Hold on, bud. Hold on.
You can't find me at all.
Wait.
Let's give him a jump.
Okay. Hold on. Wait. Hold on, buddy. Okay.
I got his leash back here. Hello. Stop. You say hi to Jax. There you go. Well, isn't that better now?
This is yours?
Yeah.
Okay, this is not what I thought you did. I thought you traveled around from place to place. So
We
you'll
do.
just pack this up at the end of the weekend and take it back home.
Yeah.
Leave it in your driveway.
Yeah. And then go to the next part.
Yeah, no, I had no idea you had such a big trailer.
No.
I
You should
thought it
watch
was-
one of our 250 videos.
Pop up one.
No.
But how long have you had this?
2017. It was my retirement gift to myself.
Wow. Oh, no, I
We have some company join us on this trip. We have my sister here, all the way from Texas. She came to visit, and she came to visit my mom right here. It's my mama. And my mom brought her sister, Aunt Ann. And Aunt Ann brought her daughter, Patty, my cousin.
Yeah.
So they all came for a visit today at Wildwood Conservation Area. It's a beautiful day. We're just hanging out by the fire pit.
Girls trip.
Yeah, girls trip.
With Ben.
Oh, Cheryl's here too. We're not having a fire though because it's windy and we'd have smoke blowing all over the place. It's just nice like this.
Nice temperature.
Jax, you having a good time, buddy? Just me and you. We're the only guys here. Just me and you. And all the ladies.
Well, it's that time again for Cole's Notes, and it is May 31st, 2026.
And we're at Wildwood Conservation Area in
Yes.
St. Mary's, Ontario.
So it's a close distance for us, fairly close to our home.
Yeah, about 50-minute drive from Kitchener.
Mm-hmm.
Just about 10 or 15 minutes from Stratford.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely in the heart of Southern Ontario. And you'll recognize it here. You're not really doing Northern Ontario camping.
No.
This is very much Southern Ontario.
And it's a conservation area, so again, different from provincial parks. But
Right.
as far as conservation areas goes, it's kind of higher up there for me,
Yeah.
in a way.
Yep.
We'll go over a few points. One thing a lot of people always ask about, especially for provincial park camping, is group sites with electric. Provincial parks, there's very few that have electric, but this park
It's
has
crazy.
a lot. Like, you can have a family reunion of trailers here.
Yeah, there's on each group site, there's the shelter, and each corner of the shelter has two 30 amp outlets, except for the one corner has one 30 amp and one 15 amp.
Yes.
And then
There's water taps at each corner,
yeah,
too.
and there's 4 water taps at each corner. And then along the back in some of them, they've got more, like 230 amp, 230 amp, 230 amp, and water. So all trailer camping, you can have all your friends with your trailers there plugged in. That might be a really good idea for Thanksgiving or something for us.
Yeah, we would definitely do that, I think.
Oh, yeah, because it's always such a hassle to try to get the different campsites and try to get close together. This would be awesome. We're all together, and we're not far from home.
Yeah, and it's close to the comfort stations.
Yeah.
Like, it's within the campsites. A lot of times group camping is far away from the campsites, but you're still within the campsites.
The park itself, very well maintained.
Yeah.
And
so much, I have to say,
Okay.
there's just so much green land area, and everything is always mowed down. We've had no issues with
A lot of mowing.
ticks as of now. So
Right. And there's a lot of seasonal sites here. Like Antler Campground is entirely seasonal, where we are mostly seasonal. We're in Blue Jay. But all the seasonal sites are really nice. It's not junky at all. We've been to some parks
Well-maintained.
where they're pretty rough looking seasonal sites. These are nice looking sites. There's some are like Cottager Express in there, and some are travel trailers, but it seems to be very well maintained and kind of upper level.
more standards to adhere to, maybe.
Yeah. Huge day use area for people to come and have family gatherings and picnics and things like that.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, the beach area sucks, to put it mildly.
Wow. Okay.
There actually really isn't. It's just, there's a little section that you can go in the water, but
There's a little bit of sand there. The kids can play in the sand there, and they can go into the water.
Not
and it's
much.
fairly sandy into the water,
yeah.
but then the water's another issue.
Yeah, Jax went for a little swim in there, and twice he came out very stinky. So,
Yeah, he smells like fish when he comes out.
yeah,
of there.
so I don't know.
That's why we took him to the bike wash station or dog wash station. is
Love
what I
that
prefer.
bike wash station.
Yeah. No,
We
we didn't. We didn't use any soap or anything
Jinx.
because we don't want to use soap there. But yeah, we
Just rinse them off
we
really
rinsed
good.
them off and rinse them off with clean water rather than
yeah.
lake water that smells like fish.
I would love all parks to have one of those.
Oh yeah, a dog wash station
Yeah.
or a bike wash station.
Yeah, that's
A
multi-purpose.
combo. That's nice.
Yeah.
The trails here, we're positioned really well. The green and red trail and the bike lake trail. Just at the end of our little row here is where you have the headed trails to get into all those trails. Well, the bike headed trail is over by the registration office, but the trail comes past here. And the trails, like the green trail, is what, 1.5 kilometers, and the red trail is 2.5 kilometers. It's a nice trail to take the dog for a walk in the morning. And there's trails all around here that, like those are the main trails, really the only trails, and they're a walk in the woods. You know, it's nice.
They're nice. Yeah.
You know,
like
it's
they're
not-
fairly accessible. Like the green one is, I'd say, accessible. The red starts off accessible and then it turns into non-accessible.
Yeah,
So-
because of the roots.
Yeah, yeah. Then
Very
there's
rooty.
a couple steep inclines and declines.
Hmm. And there's no great lookouts or anything
No.
because, like I said, we're in southern Ontario here. It's pretty flat land, but it is a nice walk.
But I thought they had a lot of character to them.
Did you?
Just the type of trees. I could just see movie being filmed in here, and then some of the foliage.
Yep.
Is that the right word?
Sure.
Foliage. But another thing I have to say, I feel we're lacking signs again,
Oh,
like signage. Because
I didn't feel that.
okay, it's just me because I'm so poor with directions. I never knew really where I was going.
Well, where those trails are altogether, the green and red trail and the bike trail, they're intertwining.
Everything's
And
kind of
some
like
are doubled over and
I'm
stuff.
like, which way do we go? See,
Right,
I was
so
going the
that-
opposite way as you.
I
and-
agree. That is a little confusing there.
It's just me directionally challenged as I am. Need better signage.
But there's trails that go within the campgrounds area.
Little paths.
So
kind of paths.
little paths and little boardwalks and stuff like that. So you don't have to drive around in a car. You can easily walk around this entire campground to the day use area, the marina, everything. It's easily walkable. Or you can go on your bicycle and you don't have to travel the main roads. You can just go through these little paths, a little bit on the park roads, but a lot of paths. I really like that. So you can get around easily that way.
I really like the little marina area. That's a great spot. This is great for if you're into fishing or paddling activities.
It seems a lot of people fish here. It seems to be a popular
there's
spot
a lot
for fishing.
of areas to go get into the water, like at the marina and at the docks. And
You got for the motorboats to go in there, 2 spots. They can go in side by side. You've got the spots where you can put your canoes and kayaks in right at the marina there. So that is pretty cool. And it's nice paddling.
Yeah.
It was nice out
we were
there.
on, well, maybe almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was going to say about the lake trail. It's a long biking trail.
Yes.
Maybe one day we'll do it.
Yeah. And the thing is, on odd days, you go counterclockwise, and on even days, you go clockwise. So that means you can't go part way and decide to come back because you have to continue going around.
You're committed when you start.
Right. So that's the thing. Now, you could start in the campground and just do a little bit of it, but you want to make sure you're going the right direction for the day that you're using it. Otherwise, it could be crashes and stuff like that because there's some sharp turns and some downhills and uphills and stuff. You don't want to be crashing.
Yeah.
So you got to follow the rules there. But if you're going to do it, you're pretty much committed to do the whole thing, which is 24 kilometers.
Yeah, I don't know how long that would take me.
No. And it's not a distance thing for me. It's my bike is really not meant for trails. My bike is a city bike.
We'll wait till you get a better bike.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Another thing that's kind of unusual here, especially for a conservation area, is there's backcountry sites. They have 4 backcountry sites. You can hike to them, you can cycle to them, or you can paddle to them. We weren't able to go on any of the sites because they were occupied.
Well, the first 2 anyway.
Yeah, we paddled past them, and they looked very nice. Really good view from that second site we went to.
Oh, yeah.
It was a really nice view over the lake. And they had the red chairs there.
Photo op moment.
Yep. And they also have a bin there. And when you book one of those sites, you get firewood delivered to your site. So that's nice. And they put it in that bin. And you take the firewood out of the bin, you can put your food in that bin if you want to put your food in there to protect it from animals getting at it. So that's pretty cool. And that's very unusual for conservation areas. Okay, so now for some of the things that the park is lacking.
Well, they don't have a store, no visitor center, no pet exercise area.
Yeah, no area for the dogs.
Yeah, that was about it.
So that being said, for a rating, and like I've said before about conservation areas, we're comparing it to all the parks we go to, not just conservation areas. So we are comparing it to provincial parks, and provincial parks are generally bigger and more activities to do, better hiking and paddling and things like that. So we are comparing it to that. So what do you think?
Well, I really do like the park.
Yeah.
But with everything that we've gone over, I probably would give it maybe a 6.5.
Yeah, I think so. It's different than what we normally do. It's different because we got basically cottages or all the seasonal sites right there. So yeah, I think 6.5 is appropriate.
And of the conservation areas that we have been to, they're like all different, right? So I like,
6.5. Okay. So next.
Long Point Provincial Park. It's been a while since we've been back there, so we will check that out once again and explore outside the park a little more this time.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And we've done one review there before, so and we pretty much stayed at the park. Yeah, hardly left the park. This time we're going to do some stuff outside of the park.
That's right.
So check it out, and we'll see you in that one.
See you then.
Happy camping.
Oh, golly. I can almost see my hat on top of my head. That's about as high as I can, or as low as I can get.